In the old city market, there was a shop that most people tended to ignore. Inside that shop, everything was for sale: old toys, broken clocks, and things that never seemed to belong anywhere. But that day, something caught my attention: an old crown, black, covered in strange, intricate patterns. The shopkeeper stood silently in front of me, as if he already knew that this crown wasn't just a piece of decoration but hiding a secret. I reached out and picked up the crown. A cold wind ran through my hands like a hidden voice was calling me. The shopkeeper just smiled and said, "Those who wear it, they always see, but everything comes at a price." In that moment, I made my decision and placed the crown on my head, and that's when everything changed. The phone wasn't recording, it was locked, face down. The file had no title, just a timestamp. He picked it up and checked the date. Tomorrow. He thought it was a glitch, a system error, a bug, but the time matched exactly. He didn't open it immediately. He stared at it. I looked around, but the shop, the market, the city, everything was gone. Only the dead remained and that old crown. My heart raced, but my body shivered, unable to move. Every step brought only silence and those same eyes pulling me inward. I realized the crown didn't just give power, it opens a doorway to fear and truth. Then, for a moment, everything froze. The dead swirled around me as if trying to show a face right in front of my eyes. There was no laugh, no ghostly voice, only a dry, chilling echo. I tried to take the crown off, but my hands felt trapped in fire. And then I understood. The video didn't start suddenly, it faded in. It was his room, exactly as it was. Every detail correct, every shadow in place, nothing out of position. That's what made it wrong. The first change was small. The door opened halfway. He looked up. His real door was closed. The video wasn't alive, it was a head. Seconds didn't match anymore. The sound followed it, not the other way around. It wasn't close, but it felt near. It moved toward the bed. He saw something he wasn't ready for. He was already there. He looked at himself. Before it happened, he tried to move, but didn't. It stopped right next to him. It waited. It didn't touch him. It waited. And then it. The file didn't stop. It continued. The gap closed. Future become present. He wanted to move, but something felt wrong. Like moving would confirm it. It didn't rush. It didn't need to. What he was watching was no longer ahead. And then he heard it. It wasn't in the video anymore. He wasn't alone. He didn't look because he already knew. But humans always check. You watched it too late. One of them isn't him. Recording tomorrow. Check your phone before it does. It learns fast. The dead circled me one by one, touching my face. I could feel my soul slowly becoming part of their breath. Within the patterns of the ground, there was only one face, my own. That face, with a faint smile, whispering, "Now you too will always see, always wait." I reached out but touched only air, no companion, no spot. Every face that once looked dead now appeared alive like me, and I had become one of them. I looked up at the sky, but there was only darkness. No sun, no stairs, just that cold, empty darkness pulling me toward it. The dead smiled inwardly, and a voice echoed again, "This is only the beginning. You will never return." I raised my hand and saw it wasn't mine. It was the hand of the dead. The crown was no longer just on my head. It was in my mind. In every thought I had, I understood this power was a punishment, and this world was now my new world. Then, for a moment, everything ended, and I was back in the shop. But everything had changed. The shopkeeper was gone, and the crown still on my head. Yet I was no longer just human. I could see it, every person's face shadowed by the dead. And I realized I was part of their world now, and the world had ended before my eyes.